Regarding the Peace Council, China addressed relevant questions yesterday. Regarding the United Nations, China has always practiced genuine multilateralism. Regardless of how the international situation evolves, China remains firmly committed to upholding the international system with the United Nations at its core, the international order based on international law, and the basic norms of international relations founded on the purposes and principles of the UN Charter. According to our understanding, in accordance with relevant agreements between China and Japan, the giant pandas Xiao Xiao and Lei Lei residing at Tokyo's Ueno Zoo will return to China as scheduled by February 2026. Specific inquiries should be directed to the relevant Chinese authorities. We are aware of the large number of panda fans in Japan, and we welcome Japanese citizens to visit China to see the giant pandas. Providing support and convenience for diplomatic vehicle management is an international obligation of the host country. The new design plan for the Chinese embassy in the UK is a high-quality proposal, and its application and approval fully comply with international diplomatic practices and local regulations and procedures. The essence of China-EU economic and trade relations lies in complementary advantages and mutual benefit. The competitive edge of Chinese products does not stem from subsidies, but rather from substantial R&D investment, robust market competition, and a complete industrial chain. China has never deliberately pursued a trade surplus, and is willing not only to be the world's factory, but also to be the world's market. We hope the European side will adopt a long-term perspective and an open mindset, work with China in a spirit of mutual understanding, and promote the sustained and healthy development of China-EU economic and trade relations. The Chinese government has consistently encouraged and supported capable and willing Chinese enterprises to invest and operate in Europe in accordance with market principles. We hope the European side will create a fair, non-discriminatory, transparent, and predictable market environment for Chinese enterprises. China has noted the relevant reports and expresses grave concern. Chinese enterprises have long operated in Europe in full compliance with local laws and regulations, never posing any threat to European national security, but rather significantly advancing the development of Europe's telecommunications and digital industries, while providing high-quality products and services to European citizens. China has noted the relevant reports and expresses grave concern. Chinese enterprises have long operated in Europe in full compliance with local laws and regulations, never posing any threat to European national security, but rather significantly advancing the development of Europe's telecommunications and digital industries, while providing high-quality products and services to European citizens. The European Commission disregards the fundamental fact that Chinese companies provide secure and high-quality products, ignores the solid foundation and potential for cooperation between China and Europe in the digital network sector, and engages in political manipulation under the pretext of security, not only severely hindering the EU's own technological progress and economic development, but also seriously damaging the EU's image of market openness, and significantly undermining the confidence of enterprises from various countries in investing in Europe. We urge the EU to avoid straying further down the wrong path of protectionism. Otherwise, China will take necessary measures to resolutely safeguard the legitimate rights and interests of Chinese enterprises. China has always adhered to an independent foreign policy of peace. Based on mutual respect and equality, we engage in friendly exchanges with all countries, consistently striving to be a positive, stabilizing, and constructive force. We have no intention of competing for influence with any country. We have always believed that regardless of how the international situation evolves, upholding the international system with the United Nations at its core, the international order based on international law, and the basic norms of international relations founded on the purposes and principles of the UN Charter, serves the common interests of all countries in the international community. In a world fraught with turmoil and change, Asia stands as a globally recognized bastion of development and prosperity. This favorable situation has not come easily and deserves to be cherished all the more. China has consistently advocated adherence to the purposes and principles of the UN Charter, respect for national sovereignty and territorial integrity, and the proper resolution of disputes between countries through dialogue and negotiation. We do not engage in geopolitical rivalry in our neighborhood, but are committed to friendly relations with our neighbors. We do not seek spheres of influence in our neighborhood, but strive to build a community with a shared future. We do not impose unilateral dictates in our neighborhood, but consult with all parties on matters of common concern.